There are people in this world who feel most alive, not in crowds, not in noise, not in social gatherings, but in the quiet comfort of their own space. These people are often misunderstood. Society calls them antisocial, boring, or too quiet, but spiritually awakened souls know the truth. Some individuals are chosen for a path that requires stillness. Their spirit does not align with parties, constant outings, or shallow interactions. Their energy is ancient, sensitive, and deeply connected to purpose. And because of this, their home becomes more than a physical space. It becomes a sanctuary of alignment, protection, and divine guidance. If you are someone who prefers solitude over noise, reflection over chaos, and spiritual clarity over social validation, understand this: you are not strange, and you are not alone. Chosen ones are wired differently because their spirit carries a mission. You naturally withdraw from places where your energy would be drained or misused. You prefer the company of your thoughts, your intuition, and your higher self. In this video, we will uncover 9 deep spiritual secrets behind why chosen ones love staying home, not because they are running from the world, but because they have risen above it. 1. Their home is their energetic charging station. Chosen ones carry energy that is not like everyone else's. Your presence alone shifts atmospheres. Because of that, you must frequently retreat into your personal space to recharge. Parties, dates, and gatherings expose you to multiple energies, and you absorb them deeply. Home is where your aura resets. It's where your spirit breathes again. It's where God refills you. But this reality runs deeper than most people think. As a chosen one, you do not just like being alone. You need it on a spiritual, emotional, and energetic level. Your home becomes a sacred sanctuary, where your mind becomes clear, your intuition becomes sharper, and your inner world is restored back to its divine balance. When you step outside, you are constantly picking up subtle vibrations, emotions, and even silent intentions from others. Even when you do not engage directly with people, their energy can cling to you like dust. This is why you often feel tired after being in busy places for a short time. Your spirit is built differently. It is sensitive, receptive, and tuned to higher frequencies, which means you carry spiritual responsibility every time you show up somewhere. Inside your home, however, none of that exists. You can hear yourself. You can feel God more clearly. You can reflect, reset, and realign without anyone pulling on your energy. Home becomes the place where invisible burdens fall off your shoulders. It becomes the place where your spiritual gifts strengthen without noise or interference. It becomes the place where God speaks to you through silence and internal guidance. When you are alone, you vibrate higher. When you are home, you return to your natural frequency, powerful, clear, and divinely aligned. This is not avoidance, it is spiritual maintenance. And only chosen ones understand this instinctively. 2. They are protected from people who don't have pure intentions. Chosen ones attract envy, curiosity, and spiritual projections without doing anything at all. Simply being you causes people to study, judge, or misunderstand you. Staying home becomes a divine shield. It keeps you away from people who could disrupt your peace, drain your spirit, or harm your destiny. Your solitude is not isolation, it is protection. But the depth of this protection is rarely understood by those who are not spiritually awakened. Many people walk around unaware of how energy transfers, how intentions manifest silently, and how atmospheres shift because of hidden emotions. As a chosen one, your spirit picks up on things before your mind even understands them. You can feel when someone's smile is fake, when someone's interest in you is not genuine, or when someone secretly competes with or resents you. God does not allow you to casually mix with people who carry spiritual poison, jealousy, bitterness, confusion, or manipulation. Your home becomes a shield that keeps you disconnected from these energies long before they have the chance to influence your path. Even the people who claim to love you sometimes carry subconscious envy, projections, or unspoken expectations. Your spirit detects this instantly, even if you cannot explain it. That discomfort you feel around certain people is not antisocial behavior, it is divine intuition warning you. Staying home ensures that your spirit stays uncontaminated. It ensures that your peace remains intact. It ensures that your destiny stays protected from those who are not meant to be part of it. God isolates His chosen ones not to limit them but to preserve them. When He is preparing you for a greater purpose, He removes you from environments filled with spiritual noise. He hides you from eyes that would misunderstand your calling. He separates you so that no one can drain or distort the gift that is growing inside you. Your solitude is a spiritual security system designed by the divine. 3. They are guided by intuition, not social pressure. Most people go out because they fear missing out. But chosen ones trust the inner voice more than invitations. Your intuition whispers louder than the noise of the world. If your spirit says stay home today, you listen without guilt. That guidance keeps you aligned with divine timing and avoids unnecessary battles. But this intuitive guidance is not a small thing. It is a deeply spiritual mechanism designed to keep you in alignment with where God wants you to be. When you choose solitude over crowds, you are not acting out of fear or social discomfort. You are following a divine compass that others cannot see. People may not understand why you decline invitations, why you suddenly feel the need to stay home, or why you pull back even when everything looks normal. But chosen ones move according to energy, not appearances. Your intuition has saved you from countless situations you never even knew were harmful. Sometimes the event you skipped was filled with drama. Sometimes the person you avoided had hidden motives. Sometimes the environment you declined to enter carried heavy, chaotic, or dangerous energy. And you never needed proof, your spirit knew. Chosen ones operate on an inner knowing that does not require explanation. You feel shifts before they happen. You sense discomfort before danger manifests. You hear warnings in silence. You receive direction through your own spirit, not through the expectations of others. When you stay home, you are not missing out. You are aligning with divine timing. When you decline events, you are not isolating. You are obeying spiritual navigation. When you choose your intuition over pressure, you are walking in your calling. And every time you listen to that inner voice, your life becomes more peaceful, more purposeful, and more divinely protected. 4. They prefer depth over surface-level interactions. Chosen ones do not enjoy meaningless conversations or temporary connections. You crave realness, real energy, real talks, real souls. Outings and parties often revolve around superficial energy, gossip, or pretense, which feels suffocating to you. Staying home keeps you rooted in authenticity. But this preference for depth is not merely a personality trait, it is a spiritual design. Your soul was created to connect with sincerity, with truth, and with people who vibrate on a higher frequency. You cannot sit comfortably in environments where people only care about appearances, status, shallow connections, or empty entertainment. Small talk drains you. Loud, chaotic energy overwhelms you. Pretentious atmospheres irritate your spirit. You feel out of place because your soul is not wired for shallowness. Your conversations are different. You want to talk about growth, about purpose, about spiritual insight, about inner healing. You are drawn to people who carry substance, not just people who fill space. This is why your social circle is small. This is why you feel more at peace at home than surrounded by crowds. You bond through spirit, not through proximity. The world glorifies superficiality, but you crave depth. And because true depth is rare, you often find yourself choosing solitude instead. Home becomes the place where you can sit with your thoughts, explore your spirit, and feel connected to God without distraction. In solitude, you experience conversations with your inner self that are far more meaningful than anything you would hear in loud social environments. Your authenticity is your gift. Your preference for depth is your spiritual filter, and your discomfort in superficial spaces is a sign that your soul was designed for higher connections, not temporary energies. 5. Their spirit is upgrading constantly. When God is transforming your life, He often pulls you away from distractions. Moments of solitude become seasons of elevation. Your mind, intuition, and gifts evolve during quiet hours that others waste on noise. Your home becomes a spiritual workshop where your purpose is refined. But this upgrade is not something that happens casually or suddenly. It happens in layers, in waves, in phases that require silence, sensitivity, and separation from the world's chaos. Many people do not understand that elevation is loud on the inside but quiet on the outside, while others measure growth by how busy or visible someone is. Chosen ones grow rapidly when they are hidden. When you stay home, it is not because you lack opportunities, it is because God is preparing you for bigger ones. In solitude, your inner world reorganizes itself. Old beliefs dissolve, new wisdom emerges, spiritual senses sharpen, your discernment becomes stronger, your purpose becomes clearer, and your intuition becomes more precise. During these seasons, you may notice yourself feeling distant from social circles you once enjoyed or uninterested in activities you once tolerated. This is because God is realigning your identity and separating you from anything that could interfere with the new version of you He is creating. The noise of the world becomes unbearable because it distracts you from the spiritual downloads happening within. Your home becomes the temple where your transformation takes place, the sacred training ground where your soul prepares for its next assignment. Chosen ones experience rapid spiritual evolution, but that process requires uninterrupted space. Your solitude is not loneliness, it is repositioning, it is pruning, it is preparation for a level of influence, wisdom, and impact that requires stronger foundations. Your spirit is constantly upgrading, refining itself, and rising into alignment with your divine destiny. That is why you stay home, because your elevation demands it. 6. They have a sensitive and highly evolved energy field. Chosen ones can feel what others can't. Crowded spaces overwhelm your nervous system. Loud environments interrupt your intuition. Multiple energies in one room can exhaust you quickly. Staying home is not avoidance, it is spiritual self-care. You know your limits, you honor your energy. But your sensitivity is not weakness, it is evidence of your spiritual advancement. You pick up on emotions, unspoken intentions, and energetic imbalances long before others do. Your body responds to energy the same way others respond to physical temperature. You can feel when an environment is spiritually heavy, chaotic, or draining. You can sense when someone is anxious, insecure, jealous, or pretending. This sensitivity is a gift, but it can become overwhelming in environments with too many conflicting frequencies. Most people socialize easily because they do not carry this level of spiritual awareness. They are not affected by subtle shifts in vibration or hidden emotional undercurrents. But you feel everything intensely. Your nervous system behaves like an antenna, constantly receiving, interpreting, and filtering information that others overlook. This is why even short social interactions can leave you feeling tired, unbalanced, or overstimulated. It is not that you dislike people. Your energy field simply absorbs more than the average person's, and you need time alone to release and reset. Home becomes the place where your spirit decompresses, where the energetic weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Your space is calibrated to your frequency. It is quiet, stable, and predictable. It allows your intuition to breathe and your spirit to remain clear. Staying home is your way of protecting your inner world from unnecessary disturbances. It is a sign of emotional intelligence and spiritual maturity, not antisocial behavior. You stay home because your energy is sacred, and you know what it needs. 7. They are focused on purpose, not partying. Chosen ones think differently. While others chase entertainment, you chase meaning. You prefer working on your vision, your calling, your healing, your spiritual elevation. Home is where you create, where you grow, and where you build the version of you that the world will one day witness. This focus is not born from discipline alone. It is born from destiny. There is something inside you that simply does not find pleasure in wasting time. You are driven by a deep inner urge to evolve, to understand your purpose, and to prepare for the future God is shaping for you. Parties, casual outings, and social distractions pull you away from what truly matters. They do not feed your soul. They do not nourish your spirit. They do not align with your mission. When others are out seeking entertainment, you are home sharpening your gifts, planning your future, healing past wounds, learning new skills, praying, reflecting, or building something meaningful. You understand that greatness requires sacrifice. You realize that success and spiritual growth flourish in focus, not in distractions. This is why you often feel the need to isolate yourself during seasons when your spirit is pushing you to level up. Your home becomes the workshop for your destiny. Each hour spent in reflection or creation moves you closer to your purpose. You are not avoiding life. You are preparing for a bigger life than the people who criticize your solitude could ever imagine. Your focus separates you. Your discipline elevates you. Your commitment to your purpose is the reason you prefer solitude over social noise. Chosen ones are future-oriented, and you are building a future that requires clarity, not crowds. 8. Their spirit doesn't align with low-vibrational environments. Parties, clubs, and crowded outings often carry chaotic, reckless, or low-frequency energy. As a chosen one, your vibration is higher and more refined. When you enter such environments, you feel spiritually out of place. Your soul rejects it. Your spirit knows when a place is not aligned with your destiny. This misalignment is not about judgment. It is about spiritual chemistry. Your energy does not blend well with environments that encourage escapism, toxicity, shallow interactions, or emotional instability. You feel drained because your spirit is pushing against a frequency that conflicts with your own. Loud music, intoxicated individuals, ego-based interactions, and chaotic atmospheres disrupt your spiritual equilibrium. You feel disconnected, uncomfortable, or simply uninterested because your soul senses the spiritual mismatch. As a chosen one, you operate at a higher vibration, one rooted in purpose, clarity, and divine alignment. When you step into spaces that operate on lower frequencies, your body reacts. You may feel anxiety, fatigue, irritation, or emotional heaviness. These are not mood swings, they are spiritual alerts. They are signals that your environment does not support your elevation. Instead of forcing yourself to fit in, you follow your spirit's guidance. You withdraw. You stay home. You protect your energy. You seek environments that resonate with growth, peace, and authenticity. You are not meant to blend in with low-frequency spaces. You are meant to rise above them. Your spirit rejects what is beneath your destiny. That is why you stay away from places, from people, and from atmospheres that disconnect you from who you truly are. 9. They are being prepared for a season of greatness. When God hides you, He's not punishing you, He's preparing you. Your solitude is grooming you for a destiny that requires clarity, discipline, and spiritual strength. Chosen ones are often kept indoors during transformative seasons. Your spirit stays home because your purpose is being sharpened. You are not missing out, you are leveling up. But preparation seasons are often misunderstood. You may feel forgotten, overlooked, or unseen, but in reality, God is removing the noise so you can hear Him clearly. He is stripping away distractions so your purpose can unfold. He is refining your character, your mindset, your discipline, and your spiritual awareness. Greatness requires isolation before manifestation. Every chosen one goes through a season where God removes them from the crowd in order to reshape them. During this time, you may feel the urge to stay home without fully understanding why. That urge is divine. It is God pulling you away from environments that would delay your calling or interfere with your spiritual training. Your solitude builds resilience. It sharpens your vision. It strengthens your intuition. It purifies your spirit. You are being molded into someone who can handle the next level of responsibility, visibility, influence, or blessing that is coming. You are not being held back, you are being prepared. And when the time comes, you will emerge wiser, stronger, and more aligned with your purpose than ever before. This is why you stay home, because your greatness is under construction. If these words reached you at the right moment, if you listened and felt seen, understood, or awakened, then you are truly a chosen one walking a rare spiritual path. Staying home is not a weakness, it is a divine strategy. Your solitude is shaping you into someone powerful, aligned, and unshakable. This is the Zillion Mind channel. Before you leave this video, make sure you subscribe, because this channel is your spiritual home, a place where your soul will always be understood. And if this message came exactly when you needed it most, I want you to go to the comment section and type 1111 to receive your divine blessings. Thank you for watching. Chosen One, as this year draws to a close, the Spirit of God is moving in ways you may not fully see yet. The battles you fought, the nights you cried, the silent prayers you whispered, none of it was ignored. Heaven has been watching, and the God who saw every tear you shed is now preparing to replace them with joy. Is a prophetic shift taking place in your life? And if your spirit has been feeling a strange peace lately, an unexplainable calm, it's because God is closing the wounds of the past and opening the gates of a new beginning. This message is for those who have walked through seasons of loss, betrayal, disappointment, and hidden suffering. You endured storms silently, you carried weights you never spoke about. And through it all, God was shaping you, strengthening you, and maturing you for the door that is now about to open. As this year ends, you are stepping into a divine transition. The tears you cried were seeds, and now harvest is coming. Let me reveal to you 9 signs. God is drying all your tears and preparing a new beginning for you, Chosen One. 1. Your spirit feels lighter, and you can't explain why. When God begins to heal you, the very first place He lays His hand is on your spirit, because that is the part of you that carries what your mouth never speaks and what your heart tries to hide. Recently, you may have noticed these sudden waves of peace washing over you, moments that feel strangely calm, almost supernatural, especially considering that your situation hasn't changed. Your challenges haven't vanished, and your responsibilities have not magically disappeared. Yet somehow, the heaviness you used to wake up with has been quietly dissolving. The tears that once fell without warning have slowed. The emotional weight that used to sit on your chest now feels lighter, as if someone has gently lifted a burden you didn't know how to release. This is not random. This is not accidental. This is not just a good day. This is God Himself removing the weight you were never meant to drag with you into the new year. This is Him interrupting the pain you normalized. This is Him loosening the grip of old memories that once dictated how you moved, loved, trusted, and hoped. He is touching places that were bruised, places you never talked about, places that remain tender long after the moment passed. The very atmosphere of your inner world is shifting. Your soul is being refreshed. Your emotional body is being detoxed. Your spiritual posture is being strengthened. And all of this is happening because God knows joy cannot flow where heaviness resides. He knows peace cannot bloom in soil saturated with sorrow. So he begins his healing by cleansing your spirit, because once your spirit is free, your life can follow. If you've been feeling lighter for no logical reason, it's because heaven has begun your restoration long before the new year arrives. 2. Doors you tried to close are finally staying shut. Some of you have spent months, even years, wrestling with relationships you knew were draining you, environments that exhausted you, and cycles you desperately wanted to break but somehow always returned to. You tried to distance yourself. You attempted to emotionally withdraw. You told yourself you were done, but the pull kept dragging you backward, not because you were weak, but because broken soul ties and emotional attachments are spiritual chains, not mental decisions. But now something has shifted. Doors that once swung open effortlessly no longer move. Conversations that once tempted you no longer excite you. People who once had access to your emotions no longer trigger the same reaction. It's as if God himself placed his hand on those doors and sealed them shut. This is divine intervention. This is God stepping into places where your willpower wavered. This is him protecting you from what you would have gone back to out of loneliness, fear, habit, or emotional vulnerability. When God closes a door, he does not slam it in anger. He seals it in love. He knows your next chapter cannot coexist with the wounds of your previous seasons. He knows certain people, patterns, and emotional cycles cannot travel with you into the new year because they are incompatible with the healing he is bringing. So he removes the desire, the attachment, the familiar pull. He breaks the spiritual ties you didn't have the strength to uproot on your own. If that chapter no longer calls you the way it once did, it is because heaven has already declared it finished. God is not only closing the door, he is locking it, sealing it, and escorting you forward into restoration. 3. You're losing desire for things that used to distract you. As God dries your tears and begins to heal the broken, hidden parts of you, he also starts removing the very distractions that once numbed your pain or delayed your purpose. Activities, habits, cravings, and temptations that once felt comforting now feel empty. Things you used to run to for escape no longer soothe you. The entertainment that used to consume your time now feels pointless. The people you once used as emotional noise no longer resonate with your spirit. This is not boredom, this is spiritual maturity. This is your soul awakening. This is your discernment sharpening as God recalibrates your appetite for the new season he is guiding you into. When God is preparing you for elevation, he strips away everything that weakens your focus or hinders your growth. He removes cravings for what feeds your flesh but starves your destiny. He silences the noise that causes confusion. He disconnects you from habits that would interfere with the blessings he is about to release. Suddenly, your spirit begins craving stillness, clarity, purity, and alignment. You feel pulled toward purpose, toward discipline, toward inner growth. Even the things you once used as coping mechanisms stop working, because God is teaching you to depend on his presence instead of temporary distractions. This loss of interest is a divine detox, a spiritual cleansing that prepares you for greater responsibility, deeper wisdom, and bigger blessings. If distractions feel dull and meaningless lately, it's because God is refining your spirit and shaping you for the destiny ahead. 4. You're experiencing sudden clarity about your life. This year may have felt like a maze, emotionally heavy, mentally draining, spiritually confusing. You may have battled uncertainty, indecision, or lack of direction, walking through months that felt dark and unclear. But recently, almost unexpectedly, pieces have begun to fall into place. Thoughts are becoming clearer. Ideas that seemed scattered now connect. Questions that haunted you are receiving answers. Even things that once frustrated you suddenly make sense. This clarity is not the result of overthinking or analyzing. It is God illuminating your path as you prepare to step into a new chapter. When God begins drying your tears, He also clears the fog that clouded your judgment. He aligns your mind with His plan. He removes confusion so you can walk confidently into the future He designed. This sudden understanding is spiritual insight, divine wisdom descending quietly into your spirit. What once felt overwhelming now feels achievable. What once felt impossible suddenly feels within reach. You are beginning to see why certain things happened, why certain people left, and why certain doors did not open. God is showing you the bigger picture. He is giving you the mental clarity necessary for the opportunities coming your way, because your next season requires clear vision, strong decisions, and stable confidence. If you've been seeing things more clearly lately, even without trying, it's because God has begun guiding your steps directly. He is preparing your mind for the blessings that are about to unfold. 5. People who hurt you are no longer a source of pain. A powerful sign that God is truly healing you is when the memory of those who wounded you no longer carries the same emotional sting. You may still remember what happened. You may still recall the betrayal, the disappointment, the broken trust, or the harsh words that once pierced your heart. But now, instead of feeling anger rise, instead of feeling sadness choke you, instead of carrying bitterness or confusion, you feel a strange sense of emotional distance. Not numbness, healing, not denial, growth, not coldness, restoration. It is as if God has been gently draining the poison from wounds you didn't know how to close. The memories are still there, but the pain attached to them is dissolving. This is what divine healing looks like. God goes into the emotional places people could not reach. He washes your heart from the inside out. He touches experiences so deeply buried that even you avoided confronting them, and instead of forcing forgiveness, He slowly, lovingly cultivates it in you. What once broke you no longer defines you. What once triggered you no longer controls you. What once made you cry now makes you stronger. You notice that thinking about these people doesn't tighten your chest anymore. You don't replay the offense. You don't imagine revenge. You don't seek closure. You don't need an apology. You simply feel released. This release is not your doing. It is God's. He has been rewiring your emotional responses, restoring your sense of self, and rebalancing the parts of you that were thrown off by hurtful experiences. Forgiveness begins to flow, not because you forced it, but because God softened the soil of your heart. Healing starts revealing itself, not because you pretended to be okay, but because God removed the emotional residue that once overwhelmed you. If the people who hurt you no longer carry the same emotional power over you, it's because God has already begun closing those wounds and preparing you for a future free of emotional bondage. 6. Unexpected blessings have been showing up recently. When heaven begins shifting your season, it often starts subtly with small, unexpected blessings that seem to come out of nowhere. You may have noticed little breakthroughs happening lately. Perhaps someone offered help when you least expected it. Maybe favor came in a situation you didn't even pray about. Maybe a small opportunity opened up, or a financial surprise appeared, or a door cracked open just enough to show you that something is changing. These are not coincidences. These are not random moments of luck. These are early signs of divine alignment, God's gentle reminders that He is moving even before you see the full picture. Before God opens a major door, He often releases small confirmations to prepare your faith. These little blessings are like spiritual breadcrumbs, signals that you are entering a new season. They whisper, "I'm still with you. I haven't forgotten you. Something bigger is coming. Sometimes the blessings are so small that you almost overlook them, but your spirit notices. Your intuition feels it. Something in you knows these moments carry meaning. And that sense is correct. God is repositioning things around you. He is shifting environments, conversations, and situations in your favor. These unexpected blessings are signs that God has begun orchestrating your next chapter. They show you that what once worked against you is now being turned around for your good. They remind you that heaven is active, not silent. They prepare your heart for the bigger breakthroughs that will require your readiness, your obedience, and your expectancy. If unexpected blessings have been showing up, no matter how small, take them seriously. They are evidence that the spiritual atmosphere around your life is changing. God is aligning your steps, making room for your destiny, and signaling that a major door is preparing to open. 7. Your intuition keeps telling you something new is coming. Chosen ones always feel spiritual transitions before they manifest in the natural. If you've been sensing a strong inner pull lately, a quiet knowing deep within your spirit that something is shifting, something is approaching, something new is about to unfold, trust that feeling. It is not anxiety. It is not imagination. It is not wishful thinking. It is the Holy Spirit preparing you for the next chapter God is ushering you into. This inner awareness is one of the clearest indicators that your season is changing. You may feel restless without knowing why. You may feel excitement building even though nothing external has shifted yet. You may sense the atmosphere around your life growing more intense, more purposeful, more meaningful. You may feel a divine anticipation rising, a spiritual vibration signaling that God is aligning something big on your behalf. For chosen ones, spiritual sensitivity is a gift. You feel what heaven is preparing long before it appears. Your spirit receives announcements your mind hasn't understood yet. This is why you feel the need to prepare, to clean your life, to detach from distractions, to protect your energy, to get ready. This inner prompting is God telling you, get positioned. Something new is on the way. This feeling is not random, it is preparation. It is transition. It is spiritual acceleration. You are stepping out of an old season and into a divine shift. If your intuition keeps whispering that change is near, it's because heaven has already declared a shift over your life. Your spirit hears it. Your soul senses it. Your future is calling you. 8. God is removing people who no longer match your future. Lately, you may have noticed certain people drifting away, conversations ending, connections weakening, or relationships fading without conflict or dramatic closure. It may have felt confusing at first, maybe even painful. But spiritually, it is strategic. God is removing people who no longer align with your destiny. He is clearing your path from influences, energies, and personalities that do not match where He is taking you. Elevation requires separation, and separation often feels uncomfortable, even when it is necessary. God knows the private intentions and unseen motives of every person in your life. He knows who will hinder you, who will slow you down, who will drain you, and who will secretly sabotage your progress. So before He blesses you, He purifies your circle. Before He elevates you, He isolates you. Before He opens new doors, He closes old connections. When God begins drying your tears, He also removes the sources that caused them. People who wounded you, doubted you, limited you, or misused your loyalty. Many times these separations feel like loss, but in reality they are divine protection. Some people cannot follow you into your next season because they were tied to your old pain, not your new purpose. Some were attached to your brokenness, not your healing. Some loved your struggle but would envy your success. God is not being harsh, He is being protective. If certain people have been drifting away without explanation, trust that it is God safeguarding your future. Your next chapter requires the right people, the right environment, and the right alignment. And God is making sure you enter the new year surrounded only by what strengthens your destiny. 9. You feel hope rising again. After everything you've been through this year, every setback, every disappointment, every silent battle, every tear, you would think hope would be gone by now. But instead, something inside you is waking up again. A quiet spark is returning. A gentle fire is rising in your spirit. You feel life stirring inside you again. You are beginning to believe again, dream again, expect again. This renewed hope is not accidental. It is the final sign that God is restoring you. Hope does not rise in a heart that is still broken. Hope does not rise where pain still rules. Hope does not rise where despair lives. If hope is returning, it is because God has been doing deep spiritual surgery on you. He has been rebuilding you from the inside. He has been wiping your tears, strengthening your soul, and breathing life back into your spirit. Hope is a sign of spiritual rebirth, a sign that your inner world is healing, expanding, and awakening to possibilities again. This hope is confirmation that your old season is ending. The new year will not look like the last one. You are stepping into a chapter filled with clarity, direction, blessings, emotional strength, and divine alignment. Hope is heaven's announcement that restoration has begun. Something better is coming. Something greater is forming. Your spirit knows it. God wants you to prepare for it. Chosen one. If this message reached you at the right moment, it is not an accident. God is drying your tears, healing your heart, and setting you up for a divine shift. A powerful new door is opening for you as this year ends, and nothing can stop what God has already declared over your life. This is the Zillion Mind Channel. If this word spoke to your spirit, make sure you subscribe, because more messages like this are coming. And if you received this message at the exact moment you needed it, I want you to type 1111 in the comments section as a declaration of alignment, healing, and divine blessings. Thank you for watching.
My child, it is no accident that you have opened this message. You chose to hear my voice when others scrolled past. The ones who turned away will wonder why their breakthrough never came. But you stopped, you listened, and that decision just changed everything. Right now, in this very moment, I am entering your life in a way I have never done before. The sign you have been praying for is being written in the heavens as you hear these words. This is not just another message. This is the divine appointment that has been scheduled for you since before the foundations of the earth were laid. My child, your heart is beating faster because my presence is already with you. That tremor you feel is not anxiety. It is the fire of my Holy Spirit confirming that this word is meant specifically for you. No one else on this earth has walked your exact path. No one else has cried your exact tears. And no one else will receive the exact miracle I am about to release over your life. The angels of heaven are moving through your home right now. They are breaking chains you cannot see. They are tearing down walls that have held you captive. They are silencing voices that have spoken lies over your destiny. Can you feel the atmosphere shifting? That heaviness you have carried for so long is being lifted from your shoulders this very moment. I need you to understand something critical, my child. If you walk away before I finish speaking, you will miss the key that unlocks everything. Those who stayed until the end of this message received the full revelation. They saw miracles manifest within days. They testified of supernatural breakthroughs. But those who left early wondered why nothing changed. Do not be one who turns away too soon. I have been waiting for this moment. I have been preparing you for this hour. And now is the time for you to hear what heaven has been holding for you. My beloved, I have seen your struggle. I have watched you wake up each morning with pain in your body and confusion in your mind. I have seen you put on a brave face when your heart was breaking inside. You thought no one noticed. You thought you were alone in your suffering. But my child, I see everything. I see you in the darkness of 3 a.m. when sleep will not come, and your mind replays every hurt, every failure, every disappointment. I see you in the bathroom with the door locked, letting tears fall that no one else will witness. I see you sitting in your car before going inside, gathering strength you do not have, preparing to face another day you feel too weak to endure. You have felt abandoned. You have felt forgotten. You have wondered if your prayers even reach beyond the ceiling. You have asked yourself if I am real, if I care, if I will ever answer. These doubts have haunted you in your quietest moments, and shame has tried to convince you that even thinking such thoughts makes you unworthy of my love. But I tell you now, my child, I have never been closer to you than in those broken moments. When you felt most alone, I was holding you. When you felt most forgotten, I was remembering every detail of your pain. When you thought I was silent, I was orchestrating events you could not yet see. The world has taken from you. People have betrayed you. Circumstances have crushed you. Dreams have died. Relationships have ended. Health has failed. Money has disappeared. Doors have slammed shut. And with each loss, you felt a piece of yourself break away. I have counted every tear. Not one has fallen to the ground unnoticed. Each one is collected in my heavenly vessel. Each one carries weight in the courts of heaven. And today is the day those tears become the seed of your greatest harvest. You have been tired, so tired. Tired of trying, tired of hoping, tired of believing that things will change. You wake up exhausted and go to bed defeated. The weight of your burdens has bent your shoulders and clouded your vision. You have thought about giving up more times than you can count. I know your secret thoughts, my child. I know the words you have spoken to yourself in moments of despair. I know the plans you have made in case this never gets better. I know the fears that grip you when you think about tomorrow. And I am here to tell you that every one of those fears ends today. You have wondered why it has taken so long. Why have others been blessed while you remained in lack? Why have others found love while you remained alone? Why have others prospered while you struggled just to survive? These questions have tormented you, and the enemy has used them to plant seeds of bitterness in your heart. But what you could not see was that I was not delaying your blessing. I was preparing you for a blessing so large that you needed to be strengthened first. You needed to grow. You needed to expand. You needed to become the person who could carry what I am about to give you. The pain was not punishment. The waiting was not abandonment. The struggle was not evidence that I do not love you. Everything, my child, everything you have walked through has been part of a divine plan that is about to be revealed to you. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Before the mountains were formed, I am. Before the stars were hung in the sky, I am. Before time itself began, I am. I am the one who spoke the universe into existence with a word. I am the one who separated light from darkness. I am the one who formed you in your mother's womb and breathed life into your body. I am the one who knows every hair on your head and every thought in your mind before you think it. I am the God who parted the Red Sea and made a way where there was no way. I am the God who brought water from a rock and bread from heaven. I am the God who shut the mouths of lions and cooled the fire that should have consumed my faithful ones. I am the God who raised Jesus from the dead and conquered death itself. I am the God who sent my Holy Spirit to dwell within you, making your body a temple of the living God. I am the God who holds all power in heaven and on earth, and nothing is impossible for me. My child, I see what you cannot see. I know what you do not know. I hold tomorrow in my hands while you struggle with today. But hear me now. What I am about to do in your life will silence every doubt you have ever had about my power. I am the light that pierces every darkness. I am the hope that rises when all seems lost. I am the strength that carries you when you have nothing left. I am the peace that surpasses understanding. I am the joy that comes in the morning after your night of weeping. I am not bound by your circumstances. I am not limited by what you see with your natural eyes. I am not stopped by closed doors or impossible situations. What looks finished to you is just beginning to me. What looks dead to you is about to resurrect. What looks destroyed to you is about to be restored beyond recognition. I am the God of suddenly. In one moment I can shift everything. In one breath, I can change your entire situation. In one word, I can tear down every wall and open every door. And my child, that moment is now. I am the one who turns mourning into dancing and sorrow into joy. I am the one who takes ashes and creates beauty. I am the one who makes all things work together for good for those who love me. And you love me, my child. Even in your doubt, even in your pain, even in your questions, you love me. And that love is about to be rewarded in ways you cannot imagine. I am the Father who never sleeps, who watches over you every second of every day and night. I am the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one lost sheep. I am the king who prepares a table for you in the presence of your enemies. I am the creator who has plans for you, plans for good and not for evil, plans to give you a future and a hope. Nothing is hidden from my sight. I see every enemy who has plotted against you. I see every person who has spoken curses over your life. I see every force of darkness that has tried to destroy you. And I am here to tell you that they have failed. They thought they were defeating you, but they were actually positioning you for the greatest comeback of your life. My child, the same power that raised Jesus from the grave is living inside you right now. The same authority that cast out demons and healed the sick flows through your spirit. You are not weak. You are not defeated. You are not a victim. You are my child, and my power dwells in you. The miracle you need requires you to believe. Faith is not just a feeling. Faith is a decision. Faith is reaching out with your spiritual hand and taking what I am offering you. Faith is agreeing with what I say about you instead of what your circumstances say. Here is what I need you to do, my child. First, you must forgive. Release every person who has hurt you. Let go of every offense. Unforgiveness is a chain that keeps you bound to your past and blocks the flow of my blessing. When you forgive, you are not excusing what they did. You are freeing yourself from the prison of bitterness. Second, you must trust me completely. Stop trying to figure everything out. Stop trying to make it all make sense. Stop demanding to see the full picture before you take the next step. Trust means walking forward even when you cannot see the path. Trust means resting in my promises even when nothing around you confirms them. Third, you must speak words of faith. Your mouth has power. The words you speak create your reality. Stop saying you are broke. Stop saying you are sick. Stop saying it is impossible. Start declaring what I say about you. Say, I am blessed. I am healed. I am favored. I am victorious. I am abundant. I am loved. Fourth, you must stay connected to this word. As you continue listening to every syllable I speak, you align yourself with heaven's frequency. Those who stayed until the very end of this message positioned themselves to receive the full manifestation. Do not turn away now. The most powerful revelation is still ahead. Fifth, you must take action. Faith without works is dead. I will show you what to do, and you must do it. It may not make sense to your natural mind. It may seem too small or too simple. But obedience activates miracles. When I tell you to move, move. When I tell you to wait, wait. When I tell you to speak, speak. When I tell you to be silent, be silent. Here is the promise I make to you. When you forgive, I will release you from bondage. When you trust, I will make a way through the impossible. When you speak faith, you will see mountains move. When you stay connected to my word, you will grow stronger every day. When you obey, you will walk into miracles you did not even know to pray for. My child, this is the law of the kingdom. What you sow, you will reap. When you give, it will be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. When you bless others, blessings will chase you down. When you share my word, your own revelation multiplies. I am about to show you something powerful. The miracle I am releasing to you is not meant to stop with you. It is meant to flow through you to reach others. You are a vessel. You are a conduit. You are a messenger of heaven. Think right now of someone you know who is struggling, someone who has lost hope, someone who needs to hear that they are not forgotten. I am placing their face in your mind at this very moment. You know exactly who I am talking about. When you share this message with them, two miracles happen at once. First, you become an answer to their prayers. You become the angel they asked me to send. You become the sign they have been waiting for. And I reward my messengers. I bless those who carry my word to the hurting and the lost. Second, your own blessing multiplies. This is not just a nice thought. This is a spiritual law as real as gravity. When you give, you receive more. When you share, your portion increases. When you become a conduit of blessing, the flow never stops in your life. Do you remember the miracle of the loaves and the fish? I took 5 loaves and 2 fish, and when I shared them, they multiplied. The more I gave away, the more there was. In the end, thousands were fed, and 12 baskets remained. It started with almost nothing, but it ended with overwhelming abundance. That is the mathematics of my kingdom. On earth, when you divide something, everyone gets less. But in heaven, when you share something, everyone gets more. Your blessing does not decrease when you pass it on. Your blessing multiplies when you become generous with what I give you. Right now, share this message with 3 people. Post it to your social media. Send it in your family group chat. Text it to that friend who came to your mind. As you do, say this: God led me to send this to you. Watch it fully. It will change your life. When you share my word, you are not just helping someone else. You are activating the second wave of your own miracle. The first wave began when you heard my voice. The second wave begins when you become a messenger. And the second wave is more powerful than the first. Because when you give and receive at the same time, you create an endless cycle of blessing. Think of a spring of water. If the water flows out, it stays fresh. If the water sits still, it becomes stagnant. You must be like a spring. Receive from me and pass it on. When you do this, the flow never stops. The blessing never runs dry. The supply never ends. My child, you are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. Let that truth sink deep into your spirit. Even when every person walks away, I remain. Even when every door closes, I am still there. Even when every light goes out, I am your light. I will protect you from every attack. I will guard you from every scheme. I will shield you from every weapon formed against you. No curse spoken over your life will prosper. No evil plan devised against you will succeed. No power of darkness will overcome you. I have placed a hedge of protection around you that cannot be breached. You will see it with your own eyes. What looked impossible is about to become reality. What seemed dead is about to resurrect. What appeared finished is about to begin again. I am the God of restoration, and I restore all things. Remember the fear you felt when you started listening to this message. That fear is broken now. The chains that held you are shattered. The darkness that surrounded you has been pushed back by my light. The confusion that plagued you is being replaced by clarity. The weakness that limited you is being exchanged for strength. I am doing something new in your life. Can you sense it? Can you feel it? The ground beneath your feet is shifting. The atmosphere around you is changing. The spiritual realm is aligning with what I have decreed, and nothing can stop what I have set in motion. Wait, for what I am about to tell you will transform everything you thought you knew. The greatest promise is still ahead. Do not turn away now, for the climax of this divine encounter is about to unfold before you. My beloved child, the miracle is here. It is not coming tomorrow. It is not arriving next week. It is not waiting for you to become better or stronger or more worthy. The miracle is here now, in this moment, as you hear my voice. Health is flooding your body right now. Every cell is being renewed. Every organ is being restored. Every system is being realigned. The sickness that has plagued you is breaking off. The pain that has tormented you is leaving. The weakness that has limited you is being replaced with supernatural strength. Abundance is being released into your life right now. Doors are opening that have been closed for years. Opportunities are coming that you never imagined possible. Favor is surrounding you like a shield. The right people are about to find you. The right resources are about to reach you. The right answers are about to be revealed to you. Relationships are being healed right now. That family member who turned away is about to reach out. That friend who abandoned you is about to return. That love you thought you lost is about to be restored. And where there is emptiness, I am bringing divine connections that will fill your life with joy and companionship. Joy is erupting in your spirit right now. The heaviness is lifting. The sorrow is dissolving. The depression is breaking. You will laugh again. You will sing again. You will dance again. The joy of the Lord is becoming your strength, and it will overflow from your life and touch everyone around you. Clarity is coming to your mind right now. Every confused thought is being organized. Every difficult decision is being illuminated. Every unclear path is being made straight. You will know what to do. You will know where to go. You will know who to trust. My Holy Spirit will guide you into all truth. My child, can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you receive it? Stretch out your spiritual hands right now and take hold of everything I am releasing to you. Do not let doubt steal what faith has unlocked. Do not let fear rob what courage has won. Do not let hesitation block what boldness has opened. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your breakthrough. The years of waiting are over. The season of struggle has ended. The time of testing has passed. You are entering into the fullness of everything I promised you. You will testify of my goodness. You will declare my faithfulness. You will become a living witness of my power. And when people ask you what happened, you will tell them God showed up. God came through. God did the impossible. And they will believe because they will see the evidence in your life. The overflow is coming. Not just enough to meet your need, but more than enough to bless others. Not just sufficient for today, but abundant for your future. Not just provision for yourself, but surplus to help those around you. You will become a source of blessing. You will become a channel of provision. You will become a fountain of hope. My child, the transformation has begun. What seemed dead is coming back to life. What appeared broken is being made whole. What looked finished is starting fresh. I am the God of resurrection, and I resurrect everything the enemy tried to kill in your life. Your testimony is being written in heaven right now. Angels are recording this moment. The courts of heaven are releasing decrees over your life. Blessings are being dispatched from my throne. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what I have set in motion for you. Receive it. Believe it. Embrace it. Walk in it. Live in it. This is not a dream. This is not imagination. This is not wishful thinking. This is the manifest presence of Almighty God breaking into your reality and changing everything. My child,